Hello, Jersey 100 families, and thank you for viewing our mandatory parent training video about our digital conversion and our deployment information for our Chromebooks. We always start with our mission in Jersey 100. The Board of Education and personnel of Jersey Community Unit School District number 100, in partnership with our students, parents, and community, will provide students the opportunity to achieve their maximum potential through an educational climate that fosters accountability, fiscal responsibility, and excellence while enhancing personal character. The objectives of this presentation are to explain ways to access important technical support information, to discuss why we've embarked on this journey for digital conversion, to familiarize parents with the rules and procedures which will be expected of students, to review internet safety guidelines, and to introduce the required use policies and talk about device care. Today's learners have grown up in a digital world. They have cell phones, computers, multidimensional video entertainment, iPods, the internet, and they have never even seen a TV without a remote control. Our children are hyper communicators, goal planners, multitaskers, experts at figuring out and using technology, and they are active learners. Students experience a huge gap between their everyday lives and activities when they walk into a classroom using major, severe, traditional learning styles, listening to one-person lecture, reading from a dated textbook, and memorizing for a test. Engaging students and making education relevant is critical for our schools to continue to effectively and fully prepare the citizens and leaders of tomorrow. On the Chromebooks that students will receive, they have access to Google Drive and Google Tools, all the necessary programs to teach the Jersey 100 curriculum, and for those that have internet at home, they'll continue to be able to access the internet while at home, just like they could at school, with our filter continuing to monitor information and blocking inappropriate access to sites. If you don't have internet at home, we're always working with businesses and the community to provide internet access. We have many locations within the community, including all of our schools and the campuses just outside of the schools, where students can access the internet. If you do not have the internet, we will continue to work with students to download information and resources while at school, and they can access those while at home, or provide them with paper copies of information or curriculum that they can use while working at home. As you care for your Chromebook, it's important to remember to always carry the Chromebook in a padded backpack or a case at all times. Never walk around with the Chromebook open. Don't attempt to repair or resolve technical issues. We have help desk locations at every building. Students should visit the help desk and communicate their technical or computer issues. We will address those, and usually our professionals can take great care of the device, and you will avoid having any consequences or trouble due to trying to repair these devices at home or on your own. All Chromebooks are the property of the district and entrusted to the students to benefit their education. Continued Chromebook care. Do not leave the Chromebook unattended. That's both the charger and the device. Avoid eating and drinking near the device. Avoid getting moisture of any kind in the openings, and do not spray any type of liquid directly on the device. And be careful when using around young children and pets. Again, I cannot stress this enough. If you happen to accidentally spill something on your device, make sure to let the help desk know. They are very skilled and trained at cleaning up this issue, and you will avoid having to pay for the issue if you involve the help desk. Make sure that you charge your laptop or the Chromebook at night. The batteries last all day long. There usually is not a need to bring the charger to school, but in special circumstances, teachers will allow students to charge their laptops, but they should charge them every night, and they should be ready to go the following morning. Students will undergo a training regarding the Chromebooks usage and how to care for these devices. This will happen the first week of school and throughout the year. They will receive ongoing training on internet safety throughout their education. Remember, this device is a tool for expanding educational opportunities for the 21st century student. It is only the tool. The teachers are responsible for the curriculum and will work hard to prepare our students, but the device is merely a tool. Suggested internet safety guidelines. Never give out your personal information. Never share passwords with anyone. Never arrange a face-to-face meeting. Do not open an email if you don't know who sent it. Do not click on banner ads or pop-up ads on websites, and never use bad language or send threatening emails. We use internet filtering software within our district that is installed on our web server. Devices will always be filtered in the district and at home. So even if a student is in another state and they're using the device, the internet is still filtered through our filtering software. Parents should set and enforce special rules for home internet use. Please make sure to have the computer in a common room. Avoid using it in the bedroom or allowing students to keep it in their bedroom with the door closed. Parents should ask and know the student's personal username and password. This will give you access to their email and anything else that they're using their computer for. We encourage this. We think that parents should have access to their students' devices, but they should not share their password with anyone else other than their family, their parents. Students are not allowed to clear computer history. Even if they do clear their history, we still have access to reports that will help communicate what sites students were visiting, even if they did clear their computer history. But we think it's important for students to be open and honest and communicate what they're looking at with their families. Some special reminders concerning email. Parents should have access to students' email. Threatening email should never be sent. Attachments bring danger of viruses, so be careful. Please make sure that you look carefully at spam or junk mail and do not open those. Do not reply. Some home internet safety information. There's a variety of social networking sites out there. Most of the time, our students are using Snapchat and Instagram, and it creates quite a bit of drama while at school. Please make sure that you follow the guidelines of those social media platforms. Most students need to be of a certain age, and we find that many students are accessing these apps or applications without meeting the requirements, and parents are allowing them to do so. This leads to a lot of drama at school. Snapchat messages delete, and students love to use this as a means of communication. We feel that parents should make sure to pay special attention to their social networking sites and applications that they're using. Make sure that they're safe and responsible at all times. Our social network for education is Google Classroom. Students will be signing a required use policy. This will be available for viewing in the student handbooks. It will be discussed with all students the first week of school. Just like a textbook or a locker, we want to remind you that Jersey 100 owns the device that your students use. Students are permitted to use this for educational purposes. The district administrators have the right and responsibility to check information on the laptops when there is reasonable suspicion of inappropriate use. The required use policy, it's a violation of the policy if students try to bypass the filter. That means if a site is blocked, students can't try to find a workaround. In doing so, they are bypassing our filter, and they will be held responsible for doing this and will face consequences. If students use another student's username or password, if they share passwords, if they download or install personal software, or if they tamper with hardware of the computer, it will be a violation of the required use policy. If you want to keep your device damage-free, make sure your child is not leaving it unattended. Keep it away from pets, food, drink, and babies. This device may not be used during school lunch, and do not leave your device in a vehicle. With our cold winters and warm summers, this can cause major damage to the device. Make sure you take it inside each night and be responsible with the device. The technology fee that you will pay is $50. If students are on free or reduced status, they might be able to file a waiver. Please check with secretaries to have that fee reduced. What do you get? You'll receive a Chromebook with all the necessary access to curriculum and applications. We also have limited insurance that will cover most issues to the device, but we do have a graduated financial scale associated with this. So please make sure to communicate with administration or secretaries about insurance issues on the device if you're experiencing problems or difficulty. The technology fee will not cover any damage that's due to not following the required use policy. In the event of a theft, make sure that you file a police report and provide that to the school district. We will work with you in these special circumstances, but you must file a police report. Some extra tips: make sure that you don't spill around the device. Make sure you report any damage to the device or to the keyboard so that it can be fixed. Do not attempt to home fix the device. Keep the devices out of students' rooms at night. Make sure you store the charger in a place where it won't get damaged or lost, and check your students' email often. We thank you very much for viewing this special video, and we look forward to servicing